Hello and welcome back to Daily News Analysis by APSC. Today is 8th of June 2023. Here is the list of news that we'll be covering today. Without further delay, let's begin. Today's important day is the World Brain Tumor Day. Now, this day is observed on June 8th every year, and the theme for this year is Protect Yourself, Keep Away from Stress. This day is to raise awareness about brain tumor and the importance of early detection and timely treatment of the tumor. All right. The next news is the approval of allotment of 4G or 5G spectrum to BSNL. Now, this is a revival package, the third one, and it stands at rupees 89,047 crore. So this will be increased from 1,50,000 crore to 2,10,000 crore for BSNL to develop the 4G or 5G spectrum, right? And with this, BSNL will provide pan-India 4G and 5G services. Then it will cover 4G will be covered in rural and uncovered villages under various projects. Plus, it will provide fixed wireless access for high-speed internet. Then there will be services spectrum for captive non-public network. Now, the government had approved the first revival package of BSNL or MTNL in 2019, and that was 69,000 crore. Which brought stability in BSNL because BSNL was dying, right? And then in 2022, the government also gave the second revival package that amounted to rupees 1.64 lakh crore. So it provided financial support for capex, viability gap funding for rural landlines, and distressing the balance sheet. Then settlement of certain dues and merger of BBNL with BSNL, etc. Now, as a result, these two packages, because of these two first and second packages, BSNL started earning operating profits since 2021-2022 financial year, and the debt of BSNL had reduced from 32,944 crore to 22,289 crore. Still, BSNL is in debt, all right, but this is the third revival package to improve the 4G connectivity, hoping that this will also reduce the debt of BSNL. Okay, now you can see here the chart of each financial year's revenue and the profits they earned. So it is increasing. Next news, India has emerged as the second largest producer of crude steel in the world. Now, this was announced by Union Minister of Steel and Civil Aviation. Now, export of 6.72 metric ton of finished steel witnessed against the import of 6.02 metric ton. Now, our export has increased than the import of finished steel in the year 2022-2023. And in the past year, that is from 2014 to 2023, that is running, 90,273.88 crores have been used for capex. And 6 vehicle scrapping centers have opened in various cities with 3 more planned so that the vehicle scraps can also be reused. And also import substitution of rupees 34,800 crore has been resulted because of the policies of the government, which we'll study on the other side. Then 57 MOUs that involves 27 companies have been signed under the Productivity Link Incentive Scheme to commit investment of rupees 29,530 crore with employment generation potential of 55,000. Plus 13 task force have been identified for green steel production. These are the keywords you have to focus we'll come to the policy, that is steel scrap recycling policy. So this, because under this, the 6 vehicle scrapping centers have opened in various cities. This is to use the scrap as raw material again for production of steel. And state governments as well as private sectors are also on board with this scheme. And the end of life of vehicles will also generate money, right? The National Steel Policy 2017, that was with a focus on developing a technologically advanced and globally competitive steel industry that promotes economic growth. Steel is necessary for development, because if you see all around India, there has been a lot of infrastructure development with bridges, buildings, right? So for that you need steel, and steel is actually essential for economic growth. So India has set the targets of achieving the total crude steel capacity of 300 MTPA, that is metric ton per annum, and total crude steel demand production of 255 MTPA by 2030-31. Okay. Then the impact of policy for providing preference to domestically manufactured iron and steel production, that is the DMI and SMP policy, which I have linked here, right, has resulted in import substitution. So import substitution of what? How many crores? 34,000, approximately 35,000 crore, because we are producing locally in our own hometown because of this policy of DMI and SP policy. Then there is this scheme linked with steel, that is productivity linked incentive scheme, that is for domestic production of specialty steel. That includes 57 MOUs involving 27 companies under this scheme, and investment of 30,000 crore has been already added, with employment generation of 55,000 to produce a capacity of 24.7 million ton. Then Brand India, that is the labeling of the steel, the Indian quality steel from the others. Like everything that is produced in the country has a certain kind of brands, right? Like you prefer Colgate rather than Patanjali, let's just say example, because there is a brand value of Colgate. So this Brand India is to differentiate Indian quality steel from the others. Okay, and this is under the initiative of Made in India. And the Ministry of Steel has also onboarded itself on the PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan portal, that is the development of infrastructure. So 22 critical infrastructure gaps have been identified, and they are pursuing it, or they are continuing it, or collaborating with the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, right? Also railways, ports, shipping, etc. Now, in order to promote decarbonization, of course, steel production produces a lot of pollution. 13 task forces have been identified for green steel production. And it is in continuous talks with stakeholders from steel industry and other ministries such as Ministry of Environment, Forests, Railways, Power, etc. So you can see these schemes are interlinked with all the ministries. So with this government, there has been a synchronous of these schemes with various ministries. That is a good thing about this government. They are synchronizing a lot of their infrastructure development with other ministries. It's not just that road ministry will do or construct different highways, but they'll also collaborate with Ministry of Forests, Environment, etc. to reduce the pollution level or to redevelop the highways. Moving on, Meta, that is Facebook, formerly Facebook, and Ministry of Women and Child Development launched the Amrit Generation campaign, that is Naye Bharat ke Sapne. Okay, so this campaign aims to showcase the inspirations of young India by inviting youth in the age group 16 to 18 years to create reels on Instagram and Facebook showcasing their aspiration and dreams for the future, right? And this will be across the country, so all the teenagers can show their creativity and share their aspirations by what? By using the reels on Instagram and Facebook, and they will be just to encourage each one what they aspire to become when they grow up. That will foster a sense of community and inspire others as well in the process. Now, to participate in this Amrit generation campaign, simply the participants need to create a reel on Instagram or Facebook, then talk about their aspirations and hashtag Amrit generation and publish it, right? So 50 entries from the campaign will be selected, and those will be invited to New Delhi for a unique opportunity to interact with senior policymakers and industry leaders, providing valuable insights in their respective fields, and they will also offer guidance how to achieve the participants or those who are selected their dreams. Okay, and the young Indians who are selected, they'll also get an opportunity to visit the Meta office in Gurugram and also learn how the digital platform works. Then this news, that is the Majgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited and German original equipment manufacturer OEM have signed a deal, a mega submarine deal for Indian Navy. Okay, so they will jointly bid for Navy's much delayed project, that is the Project 75I, to build 6 advanced submarines in India. So this German team, TKMS, that is ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems, okay, along with Majgaon Dock Shipbuilders, they'll create this partnership, and they will be, the budget will be estimated over rupees 45,000 crore. Now you can look up on Project 75I, that is to build the indigenous 6 advanced submarines in India. On the other side, Mumbai has become the most expensive city for expatriates in India, that is by Mercer report. Now, expatriate means those people who prefer leaving their countries and going to some other country where they want to help, right? So Mumbai is one of the expensive cities in the world, and it is the most expensive city in the country for the expatriates, followed by New Delhi and Bengaluru. And of course, Mumbai, we all know, Mumbai is the financial capital of the country. Plus, the procedure of renting is very advanced. Also, the cost of living in Mumbai is definitely higher than other parts of the country, right? So, parameters, the Mercer report, parameters of cost of living surveys measures the comparative cost of more than 200 items in each location. That includes housing, transportation, food, clothing, household goods, and entertainment. And those data collected provides the key information employers need to design efficient and transparent compensation packages for international assignees. And it helps international employers design equitable compensation packages for over 400 assignment locations worldwide, right? So this Mercer report is important for those companies or organizations that have a lot of international workforce, right? So because of this Mercer report, it helps the companies to build certain packages, compensation packages or salaries, etc., to give them a better pay. And this survey was done for 227 cities from 5 continents. Mumbai is India's most, but in the world, Hong Kong tops the chart. And other cities here you can see, New Delhi is at 169, Chennai 184, Bengaluru 189, Hyderabad 202, Kolkata 211, and Pune 213. Finally, the last news is the NATO allies prepare the largest air deployment exercise over Europe. So it is the biggest air deployment exercises by NATO and prepared by Germany. So this is to counteract potential adversaries such as Russia. The Air Defender 23 exercises, it's named after the name of the air deployment exercise is Air Defender 23 exercise, will start next week and will see 10,000 participants and 250 aircrafts from 25 nations, right? The US alone is sending 2,000 US National Guard personnel and about 100 aircraft in the exercise. So this is the largest air deployment exercise because of the rising power or tensions from Russia. With this, we'd like to come to the end of today's news analysis. Do join our Telegram channel for all the updates on courses and PDF materials that you might require. Plus, we have our crash course going on our YouTube channel that is for the beginner level aspirants who would like to start preparing for civil services. Those crash course will help you to guide, basically give you a little bit of tips and what to study for your examinations. The experienced aspirants can go through that as revision. And finally, we have our study circle that happens early in the morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. That is for serious candidates who would like to have that one-on-one interaction with our mentors and our faculties to improve their personality, plus get some tips on cracking various examinations, right? So thank you for joining this session. We'll see you soon.